Hello. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Painting with Rob, the show where I open your mind to the possibilities, the glorious world of painting. I am Aladdin on a rug holding a paintbrush, and you are just some very gullible queen. The Aladdin came out recently by Disney, so I figured it'd be good to release an episode of painting. I haven't done it in like 6 months. And I figured you guys deserve a little something, you know? You deserve a drawing of Aladdin. Because, God, I really am just Prince Ali. I am. So, in light of Halloween, we're going to be drawing pumpkins today. So, this is the first time, probably, in a long time, we're going to be using the actual shapes, the tools to make shapes. So you're going to draw the oval. And an interesting thing, if you hold down shift, it'll make a perfect circle. Like that. Perfect circle. Okay, and since this is a pumpkin patch, we're going to need a lot of pumpkins. So this is just a basic template. Sort of like this pumpkin patch. For those of you who have, who don't live in Australia here, where we have Easter and whatnot, this is called pumpkins. So you grab your brush, and we're going to go in here, and we're going to do a unique kind of painting, where we're going to remove the overlaps. This is a strategy called removing the overlaps. It's used when you're making pumpkin patches, specifically for that, actually, developed by Pumpkin A Patch. And this is when it's going to be 2 pumpkins conjoined, 3 actually conjoined pumpkins here. So that's kind of an interesting little tidbit. Halloween was actually invented by Satan. The candy was just to sweeten the deal a little, so that the kids would get involved. But really, I can't believe it's still celebrated. When I was a kid, we didn't have Halloween costumes. We didn't have presents. We didn't have anything. When I was a kid, we were dead, and that was it. That's all we ever were. I would trade that for anything right now. Now, these kids these days, thinking that they can run their own painting show with no painting experience, not even going to art school to get an art degree like I did. And I deserve this. I do. And I deserve more than this show. I deserve more than anything. There's no limit to what you should... I don't know why I bother. Alright, so we're going to grab this paintbrush. And pumpkins are orange, so you just fill them all with orange. Doesn't really matter. It's not like they're going to be viewed by anybody. It's not like anybody cares what you're drawing. Art isn't about people caring about what you're drawing. Art is about expressing what's in your heart, in your mind, inside of you, inside of your brain. That's what art's about. I'm very passionate about that. So you're going to want to grab your brown color now. And we're going to make a nice stem here. Stem. 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 You might think people have seen pumpkins, right? Who hasn't seen a pumpkin? I've never seen a pumpkin in my life. I don't think they're real. It was kind of a running joke in our family. Hey, let's go down to the pumpkin patch. That's not a real place, Ellie's just really having a rough day today. And then you're going to grab your brush, and you want some vines coming out. And make sure that your vines just visit every pumpkin. This is kind of another holiday tradition that I used to have. You grab a vine, and you run around to the pumpkin patch that wasn't real, and you try to loop a vine around every pumpkin that you can. And when you've looped all the pumpkins, you set it on fire so that the fire goes to all of the pumpkins, and none of the kids can have pumpkins. That was what I did the first moment when I realized pumpkins were real and I had been lied to save money. I think this one deserves a little bit of extra really awful just lines on it, I used to go to the pumpkin patch, and you see now I'm an adult. I can go whenever I please. Of course, I tell my children, "Oh, what's a pumpkin? Pumpkin that ain't real. No, you can't go to the pumpkin. You know how expensive it would for me to like tell them that pumpkins are real? I'm not gonna do that. God, and once all your pumpkins are all set, then we can start to work on something else, a nice special Halloweeny sort of. A Halloweeny thrill, like a ghoul or something, you know, or a ghost. So and you grab a paint bucket and you fill it all in black, the color of death. All right, and make sure you get all the little spots. So now you got pumpkins floating, and I mean it wouldn't be Halloween if there weren't some stars in the sky. On Halloween night, I used to take my dog out, my dog and I. We'd go out. This is a little shooting star, and we'd look at the pumpkins, and we'd look at the stars for hours, and he'd turn to me and he'd say, "Arf," and I'd say, "That's not. You're a dog. You gotta start learning to talk." And he said, "No, I don't. I'm 4. You were 16 when you learned to talk. You don't have to. Don't you be talking back to me about what I should be doing. You don't even have any values. You don't have anything to show for it. You've been alive for like 40 years. I said. He died, which I was upset about for a bit. But, you know, it happens. He choked on a piece of pumpkin. Nevertheless, I was carving it and dropped it on the kitchen floor, and bam, what do you know? Stupid thing ran up and slobbered up one of the pieces, and I told him not to. I explained it, sat him down. I said, "Look, you gotta stop eating the pumpkin." He said, No. Do what I can to escape from you. I guess he got what he wanted. So now that you saw a good pumpkin episode, alright, so we're gonna grab the red, and we're gonna grab the text box, and we're gonna write something motivating. Down with all of these bad messages. Halloween is about invigorating yourself and giving yourself the courage to do everything you've always wanted. Is there something you wanted to buy, but you're thinking, I gotta save my money. I need to pay for, in case I get in a car crash, I gotta be able to pay for my medical expenses. No, it's Halloween. Treat yourself. Treat yourself to a trick or dare. This Halloween is click a dibop or a spare, which rhymes. Okay, cool. So we're almost done. We have to add a ghost because Halloween's all about ghosts. You know, you see the kids dressing up as Halloween ghosts. You're like, "Hey kids, have you Halloween ghosts?" And they're like, "Yeah, ghost." You're like, "Cool." Yeah. I've never interacted with a kid. When they come to my house trick or treat, give them bowls. I hand out empty bowls. None of them want them. Just turn around and leave. Okay, ungrateful. Chase after him, call the cops. It doesn't matter. Okay, so a ghost looks something like this. I've never known because I've never seen a ghost. Except for my great aunt. She's scary, man. She haunts me at night. I see her every night. And the ghost, he's peeking at his hand. He says, "Hey, I wish I was a pumpkin." It's nothing. I don't know. Halloween is an emotional time for me. Lots of memories associated with this day. When I was little, every day was Halloween. Every day was Halloween. God, I don't